So let's talk, what do you mean by regulation? So let's define regulation. The phenomenon in which ice converts into water on applying pressure. So this is important. This term is important. On applying pressure, and then reconverts into ice once the pressure is removed. It's called as regeneration. Regelation. Known as a regulation. So now, what do you mean by the regulation? So this is a table, this is an ice slab, and these are two weights. So this is a weight, so this is a weight, and this is the copper wire. So this is copper wire. Actually, this is an experiment to test the regulation of ice. And so copper wires, because copper is ductile, and so small wires with minimum thickness can be drawn of copper, which are cheaper also. So copper is used. So now let's see what happens. So due to these weights, the gravitation pulls these weights, and hence and then hence they go down, and due to it they apply some pressure. As the string tends to go down, it indirectly applies some pressure on that ice, hence that part of the ice gets melted. So it is said that converts into water on applying pressure. So when the pressure increases, the temperature near the ice increases. So pressure increase leads to C E. So increase leads to temperature increase, and vice versa. We'll check how. So the temperature of the ice increases, or the melting point of the ice becomes lower than 0 degrees Celsius. So melting point of ice becomes lower than 0 degrees Celsius. 0 degrees Celsius, and hence the ice turns into water. So if I'm using the dark blue color to show the water. So some part of water is formed over here. Due to the 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 melting point of the ice becomes lower than 0 degrees Celsius. So ice easily melts, and hence the wire goes and or penetrates down. Now when the pressure is removed, that is, if the weights are removed, so if I remove these weights, that is, if I am now, I'm not using the weights, so there is no pressure that is being applied on the ice. So it the melting point of the ice becomes 0 degrees Celsius again, as usual. So it becomes lower than 0 degrees Celsius when applied pressure. So applied pressure, and becomes 0 again, or returns to 0 when pressure is removed. So returns to 0 degrees Celsius when pressure is removed, and hence the water that was formed due to the melting of ice then again restores or turns again into ice. So I'm using white color to show the ice. So this has now become ice again. And hence the wire sticks or is totally penetrated into the ice slab, and this is known as this way we can prove the regulation of ice, the phenomenon in which in which ice converts into water on applying pressure and then reconverts into ice once the pressure is removed is called regulation. So regulation happens to mostly glaciers, but this is an experiment should to show the regulation of water, or sorry, ice in simpler way.